Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different with my other brother, Art, and he's my laughing partner in crime.
Hey guys, it's a pleasure to be here. Just like to bury the hatchet. All right.
So today we're going to be discussing our top 10 comedy movies of all time. And I think we're going to go from 10 to 1, from our least to best. And so what other to start off with our top 10, which is Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, I think whatever we saw Napoleon Dynamite, it came out in what, in 2004 or
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
2004? Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're still pretty young, and I know it was just like it was so like dry and raw, but it was so hilarious at the same time. And I know that's why we watched it so many times, because like you don't catch everything the first time around or even the second. You have to keep watching the movie and find the little tiny things that they say, and the way they act. All the actors just did a great job of just really
Yeah.
delivering that dry humor. Like, I can't imagine how it would have been on set. Like, I wonder if they made each other laugh or if they were just so bored. They seemed like they were so bored with each other, or it just seems so the way they.
It's true because of the humor. It's kind of like, for at first, yeah, watching it, I didn't understand it at all. Like I didn't understand that type of humor when I first saw it. I remember it was so dry, like with the camera, the way, just kind of like The Office, like it zooms in and they just have a face expression, and that's all you get really from them.
Yeah,
I, I didn't get that humor yet, but yeah, well, I guess back then too, because 2004, we were still like young teenagers. That's why, right?
we were still in elementary school.
Oh, yeah.
How
Okay,
old,
never.
do you, how old do you think we are? I think my favorite character, I think, is probably Uncle Rico, just because
Yeah,
he's such an idiot, and like how he first comes and he still thinks he's an all-star in football, whatever, and just
yeah. He's probably one of the funniest characters. Yeah, in that film, I would have to agree. Him and, I guess, yeah, the main character, Napoleon Dynamite.
all
Yeah.
right.
All
Number nine, we number Oh. Number nine, we picked Tommy Boy with
Chris
Chris
Farley.
Farley and David Spade. We grew up with SNL our whole lives, so we grew up right in the late '90s, early '90s, right when they and Adam Sandler, David Spade, Chris Rock, Chris Farley, all
Yeah,
that like all-star cast had
yeah,
with SNL at the time, and they were all making dynamite, or they just kept making really good movies as
yeah.
when they were also in SNL. But
That movie, that movie is like the kind of like the like a newer version of, well, not newer, but it's like another version of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
yeah,
It's very similar, right?
yeah. Um, I think for us too, like just with Chris Farley, his physical performance as a comedian just really, I think, it just really influenced us a lot, because that's how we would throw ourselves on tables too and just want to like act crazy, like.
Yeah, no, that's me. I'm every time I'm in the chair. Ah!
Oh god, hey, your mics
That's with the mics, man. What the
can't do
hell?
that anymore.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Can't do that anymore.
I have to put that in, man.
Hmm.
All right.
Anyway, but yeah, Chris Farley, just he always did everything 100%, no stunts, like, or stuntman for him. He did everything and really hit himself and really fell.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you could see it in all his movies too, not just Tommy Boy, but he always is
yeah.
hurting himself. Just like the documentary that just came out, right? Anything for a laugh. Like that's literally how he did. That's how he lived. Yeah.
The director who did the Tommy Boy is the same director who did the Naked Gun, the
Oh,
33 and
really?
the last Naked Gun,
Oh,
and then Get Smart, and then he did 50 First Dates, I think, and then Anger Management and The Longest Yard, and all those other like great Adam Sandler movies as well. So it's like they're all obviously it's all kind of like in the same realm. But yeah, that movie is such a great classic comedy movie because of the duo with Chris
Yeah,
Farley and David
David
Spade.
Spade, yeah. They were, yeah, and then I mean, they made the Black Sheep also kind of like the same type of movie, but just Tommy Boy was just, I don't know, it was more, I think it's more funnier.
All right, so next we have Anchorman 2. Um, this movie is directed by Adam McKay, I believe. And he directed, I think, Step Brothers, the same guy who did Other Guys. He did the first two Anchorman. He even, I think, he directed or he wrote Ant Man and the Casa Mi Padre, and then
Oh,
he did Talladega Nights too. Like he did all those movies with Will Ferrell. Like he's like the Dennis Dugan, or I forgot how you say his name, Dennis Deegan, same guy who did all
and
those
Duncan Duncan.
same guy, yeah, who did all those Adam Sandler movies. I know, man. That this movie was so funny in the theater, huh? Remember when we all saw it, and this type of writing though in comedy was like totally different, like compared to like comedy now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like 2020 comedy, like compared to this. Even though this movie didn't come out that long ago, it still was really good writing comedy. You know what I mean?
that I think it was just still good because of the like the actors and like the story of like Ron Burgundy, like because it's a sequel, you know. So like we already knew the characters and the story, so like
Yeah,
we already knew it was gonna be funny.
yeah,
But like if it was a new if it was a new movie if it was
yeah,
a new movie made like yeah like in 2015, then
yeah,
yeah, it probably wouldn't have been as probably wouldn't have been as funny, I think.
yeah. That's
Uh,
true. Yeah, that
but
is true.
yeah, Will Ferrell, Paul Rudd, Steve Carell, and then I always forget that other guy from the
I always forget his name too. The whammy, whammy.
the chicken of the rail yard.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Uh,
Ron
but
Burgundy also hates Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But yeah, that movie that was like a classic movie in the theater because I mean that was a big funny movie watching it, especially with our like the family because we were the only ones laughing in the theater, man. Like everybody else didn't get the jokes. I hate that. That's the biggest thing I hate is when you go to a comedy movie and no one laughs. What the hell are you doing in there for? Like what the hell? Like you're gonna go to watch a drama movie and you're gonna watch someone end up dying or and you're gonna end up crying. But when
yes,
you go to a comedy movie and no one gets the jokes, what the hell are you doing in that? Like I can't stand that when people don't understand humor.
yeah,
Like humor still like there's a lot of things that I don't understand about humor. There's like weird laugh like humor is very broad. It's very like you said, it's personal. Like
yeah.
only certain people can understand sometimes like the humor.
But yeah, I mean, it's just because we grew up with SNL, so we laugh at a lot of things, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
A a lot of people get offended by jokes, or they don't get them, or
Yeah.
they're just they just don't understand them. But
All right.
a
Well,
lot of our movies, that all the movies on these lists are, they all have like that type,
yeah,
those
that's
jokes
true.
that like only certain people really laugh, because like I know like I've seen some of these movies with Ashley, and she doesn't laugh.
Yeah, yeah.